possible. I'm going to be less of a nuisance, less loud. I'm going to be less obnoxious as to not be a nuisance to my family. So, I don't know where this needs to be. I'll see. Here, right now. Is that good? This is... I know it's not the greatest, but shut up. Okay, that's good. What the heck happened? What? I wasn't paying attention to the screen. What just happened? I guess Fish Bingo just closed? Wait, so how's the camera now? What the heck? I've never seen that before. Please catch the fish. Just come this way. Just come. There you go. It's okay. It's still good. All right. Well, I'll give people a second to show up. Might have not sent notifications out because when I stream more than once on one day, it tends to do that. I will notify my Discord. God damn it, my Discord chat. Oh God, I don't have it open. I guess I'll cover the screen. There's no one here, but if anyone watches it over. Oh, what the heck? I caught something? If that had been the grizzly that I'm going after, that would have been nuts. I'm just going to put it in a random place in the water. Oh, never mind. Here come the people. Okay, we're back. Cool. And I don't need to tell my chat. Ah! Welcome back. Okay, back to the English 11 teacher matter. So this is a continuation of a previous stream if you weren't here. It's time to talk about my English 11 teacher. Hate him so much. He sucks. So, the biggest thing is that, like, he's so condescending and then he expects us to ask for help. He's so, like, condescending and he takes pride in that fact. Like, he takes pride in the fact that he stresses us out with his assignments. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so evil and quirky. Like, he genuinely thinks he's so quirky and special for, like, acting evil. He, like, pretends like... It's like watching a kid run around in a cape or something. It's secondhand embarrassment, honestly, low-key. He's like... For some reason, people still like him. And you know what? It's not for some reason. I know why. Because he switches back and forth. He'll be the evil man one day and then the next day. And yet he's funny. That's what it is. He's funny. He does a good job at appealing to kids and like being funny and like acting like he connects with us and stuff. And like he says that he called himself an empath. He called himself an empath. And if you don't know the problem with that, literally everyone is an empath. Everyone can feel empathy and feelings and connections to other human beings. That's a normal everyday trait. And if you're not an empath, you're a sociopath. Those are two categories. There's no in between. So saying you're an empath is nothing special. I've never seen someone who said they're an empath be a good person. And he is no exception. One time she gave us 4 assignments over 1 weekend. Like, there's no point to overworking your students, because now when you get the work, all of a sudden you're gonna be overworked with grading it. And he gives us a ton of work. And if you fall behind, like, he's not understanding about that aspect at all. He's just like, that's not gonna work in this class. You have to be faster than that. You're gonna have to pick up the pace. Like, that's the thing. Teachers don't offer any kind of help with that kind of thing. They offer help if you're like struggling with the problem itself. That's the thing. That's not what I struggle with. I struggle with like everything that no one wants to help me with. Motivation is like something that just I can't control. Like, I don't know what to do. And that's the thing. And nobody listens. So that it gets worse, and then everybody acts shocked when it gets worse, and I get more quote-unquote lazy. Like, I invalidate myself a lot, but I know deep down it's not laziness. And, like, I need help, but I had to get it myself, so whatever. That's a whole nother situation. A frustrating situation that I talked about last stream, pretty in-depth. So here's the thing. My teacher, every teacher that has that smug, like, personality, like, and they act like they're so above you, and they're like, if you guys don't want to do the work, that doesn't affect me at all. That only affects you. Every teacher I've had that says that has that one day where they snap and they get pissed at you for not doing the work, and they reveal the lore that that actually it does matter if you fail, because if everyone's failing their class, they get in trouble. So it's a facade. Just letting you know, if you ever have those stupid smug teachers and you want to wipe that smirk off their face when they're like, just letting you know, it's a facade. It is a facade. They are not at all smug. They're a teacher. Come on, they're not getting paid that much, and they're a teacher at my school. My school sucks. So they're not doing too great for themselves either. All right, just remember that all those people who are bringing you down are probably going through worse. So just keep telling yourself that. All right, it's probably true too. It's just, anyways. So that teacher's extremely frustrating. He sucks. Let's see. Oh, God. All right, fellas. Let me tell you a little bit about yesterday. I feel a little bad about, I don't want to make it about me because it wasn't me he was speaking to. Let me read this message real quick. One of my teachers is like that. He snapped in class one day and yelled at the class, and now I think it's a core memory. I like to imagine what memories of mine are core memories. If y'all haven't seen Inside Out, you should. It's a great Pixar movie, and it actually changed my mindset. It changed my outlook on life. I also Ken Joy, so that's a fun thing. Fun little fact. She's one of the lower ones, but she's one of them. My throat kind of hurts from yelling, so I'm just kind of recollecting a little bit. Let me get some water. I like that movie. I know. I love it. It didn't hit me as hard when I first saw it because I was like 10, but over time it's gotten so real. And I think that's a great like movie that can age with you, that gets better as you grow up, but is still enjoyable as a kid. That is a good movie right there. Now, my favorite Pixar movie is The Incredibles. That's a good one. Drinking a little bit of water. Okay, so I really liked Inside Out. I need to rewatch it. Yeah, maybe I should rewatch it soon. I haven't seen it in ages. Good movie. So, here's what happened yesterday with my English 11 teacher. And again, I feel bad. I feel like I'm self-inserting when I shouldn't be. He was not talking to me, and I acknowledge that. But he was talking to this one kid, and it was so jarring because he hadn't talked like that before. Like, he seemed just genuinely, I don't even know if angry is the right word for it. Like, I've never been scared of this teacher. And again, he wasn't even speaking to me. I've never been scared of him because he's just, he's pathetic and he's so stupid, and I shouldn't be afraid of him. But this part was just, it was just genuinely disturbing to me. And like, I was afraid for a second. Like, not like afraid for my life, but just I had a fear in me because of him and the things he was saying to the kid. That makes it sound like he was threatening them. Okay, maybe threatening their grade, but how much do you like Danganronpa? I like it, and I will absolutely talk about it if you bring it up. Well, not now because I'm in the middle of something, but I like it. I don't love it anymore, I guess, but I enjoy it, and my favorite is, my favorite was Fuyuhiko. I was obsessed with him, and, it doesn't feel right that I don't like him as much anymore. Like, I do, but he's just not in the brain anymore, man, and it makes me feel so sad. Man, but yeah, Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko was my favorite. I'm gonna say him, although I've been thinking a lot about Kokichi lately, and I love Himiko and Miyu and Sayaka. I really relate to Sayaka. All those I just mentioned are kins, so that's fun. Mikon's my absolute favorite. Yeah, Mikon, I like Mikon. I love the second game, SDR2. That's my favorite one. All right, sorry, I did not go down that. But yeah, as you can see, I will talk about it if you bring it up. Any of my interests, really. If you bring up one of my big interests, I will spend an hour talking about it. So buckle up. And I plan to on this stream. Honestly, I plan to. Right now, we're just fishing. I haven't actually been paying attention to what I'm catching at all. So have I gotten anything new? No, I have not. 3 more fish? Wow, 3 more fish. But it's 3 more ultra rares that are impossible to catch, so. You know what, I should probably just make sure that I'm on the right street. Like, I'm pretty sure I am, but I should just make sure that I haven't been wasting my time. Oh my god, okay. Fishing. Let me in, please. Okay. Move! Grizzly bear, grizzly. And then I'll get back to the English 11 thing. The notes do help. Let's see. It is Walrus Way. We are at the right spot. Okay. Yes, cool. Okay. Okay. Where's the Concord? Where's that little fella? That's just in the berg in general, so there is a chance of catching that as well. So there's 2 fish we could catch right now. Chiaki's so pretty. My favorite design in the whole game. I am a filthy simp. It's Alright, anyways. Oh, my throat. Got all backed up by someone. Who cares? English 11, sorry. So this teacher was talking to this kid, and I overheard their conversation. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Oh, I've got one of those gross things. We're good. Hate that. It's been happening way more often lately. Could be a problem. But we don't care. So, he was talking to the kid, casually dying on stream. That is nothing new. So the teacher's talking to the kid, and I just hear like pretty much these exact words. I'm not gonna be able to quote it, but I can't quote anything to save my life. It doesn't matter if I have it like in the grounded in my mind. I'm just terrible at quoting things exactly. Anyways, so he was talking to the kid, and he was like, dude, just you stop. Like, stop going to several things at once. Stop, focus on one thing at a time. You're scrambling to get everything done at once because you didn't do any of it. Why? Why didn't you do any of it? And like, the kid says, like, I don't know. And he's like, you know why. And like, I just kind of tuned out. And I just like heard those words in my head, because that's what teachers, parents, what I've told myself for years internalized. And now I see that this teacher thinks the exact same way. And if he had a conversation with me, it would go the exact same way. And luckily he didn't approach me all class, which I'm happy about. I guess he's given up on me, which is what I wish people would do. Like, just let me scramble myself, honestly. Just let me do it myself, because, you're, like, I don't want... What's going on out there? I don't want to drag people down and whatnot. But anyways, so he's saying all that, and I just, like... And, oh my gosh, I'm so angry about that, because... Like, I get distracted, right? But usually I become aware that I got distracted. Like, I'm self-aware, like, oh, boy, I need to get back on topic. You've seen that a lot in my streams, I'm sure. But I was so, like, focused on what he said, and, like, I internalized it so much that I couldn't work. I couldn't even function. I couldn't think about anything except what he said. And then I would make up all these angsty scenarios in my head, and then I would just like think about past events, and I would think about future, and I couldn't focus on the present, on the now. I could not function anymore. So I'm mad about that, because I spent that whole class I was planning to be productive too, but then I heard him saying all those things to that kid, and it just unlocked too much for me. And I couldn't work anymore. And I've never really had that happen, where someone unlocked So that must be really like personal to me, which it is, but I didn't think it was so much so that it could just like make me completely stop functioning. I couldn't do anything in that class that day. God bless my English 12 teacher. Next class, very next class afterwards, you have my English classes next to each other. Woohoo. She's great. And we went to her class, and immediately, as we were talking, she just made me feel better. Like, walking into that class is an immediately great environment. My English 12 teacher is like, and my geometry teacher are the only ones that remind me of who seem to just enjoy their jobs. And they bring positivity to the room, and they're great with their students, and they connect with them really well, and they help them. You have 2 English classes, yes. Basically, I have a junior English class and a senior English class because I did terrible last year in my junior year. But I'm still a senior. I just had to take junior classes sometimes. So yeah. So really happy about my English 12 teacher coming in clutch, making us all feel better. And she's been spending the last few classes just like, even though we do work, she just like talks with us a lot. Like, we've been really social. It all started like, I think a week or so ago. She was talking about how bad the school is. And she's actually going to be moving to another school. She's going to be teaching middle school kids. And she's she's going to be teaching middle school kids. Dude, what? And she just started talking smack about the school that she works at now, our school. And she is talking about how I don't remember exactly, but she just spills all the tea. She spills so much tea lately. Like, go off, sis. I was so happy for her. Like, she's been so real with us lately, and like, it's really nice. It's really refreshing to see. Like, I'm really looking forward to her class because every class period, every time we see her, we pretty much spend the class just talking. We do work, but like, we just chill and like chat, and like, she's so fun. I know I was annoying in middle school. Oh yeah, we all were. I hate my 8th grade and 9th grade self. Those are the prime years. 13 to 14, you're in your years of assholery. It's just the way it is. And you don't have to feel, well, you should feel some shame for it. You need to be held accountable for your actions. But a lot of people aren't aware of it. I mean, a lot of them, because they're young, they don't know. They're just, going through the emotions. Not saying it's okay or saying that it should just be ignored, but saying that it happens to a lot of people. And it's not like you're abnormal or something, or like, whatever. Anyways, that's just the way it is. So, we have not gotten a single good fish. We've not gotten a single new fish. But I'm getting rich. I get money from this. And I lose money, but I make money. I make more than I lose. It works out in the end. It's an investment that I'm willing to make, that I'm willing to risk. Anyways, well, I talked about English 11. I talked a little bit about English 12. So, I think it's time. It's time. It's time to show you all. Who's the character that has been rotting my brain? It all started, really. Honestly, I'm not surprised in the slightest. The moment I saw this guy on the internet, and I saw all the attention he was getting and why he was getting the attention, I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be me in a few months, in a matter of time. Discord besties know the answer, you sure do. I talk about him every single day, post about him, got my profile picture set to him, I think. Wait, no, now I have the profile picture set to Birdly. with the sad SpongeBob meme. It was the thumbnail of the last stream, I think. But anyways, oh my good lord. So I knew that eventually, like, I think he kind of crept in, this character. My original favorite, who I still adore and have such an emotional attachment to, love him so much. Jeez, wasn't my dad doing clapping? So, this little guy just kind of slowly creeps in from the side and slowly makes his way to the top. He made his way to the top of my kin list, to the top of my favorite characters. And let me tell you something, this one is a big deal. I know I say it like every single time, this phase isn't gonna end. I'm not saying this won't end. I'm saying it hits different. I've never had such strong brain rot. No fictional character has made me lose as much sleep. I pulled like 2 all-nighters this week because I couldn't sleep because of him. I've never had more ideas. And because lately I've been going into that I don't care what people think lifestyle, I've been embracing him and I've been embracing all my ideas. I've been drawing endless amounts of fan art and I have been thinking endlessly, and I'm in the prime of my life right now. So, if you have seen my DeviantArt page, you already know what the deal is. Friends who don't want spoilers, look away. Just for a sec. Just look away. So, the deal is, he's perfect. You can look back now. He is perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to Spamton G. Spamton, everyone's #1 rated salesman in 1997. Shoot. He is from Deltarune, and he is the best. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was already obsessed with Red from Animal Crossing a couple months ago, and I still adore him. I love him. But, like, Nintendo hasn't given him enough lore. Nintendo, give us more. I don't want his and Tom Nook's backstory to just be a flat good guy, bad guy. That's boring. Give us more. He has more depth to him. There's evidence. Why are we talking about Red? I don't know. But basically, the fact that I was so obsessed with him, and then I saw Spamton, this being like popular for being this scammer with actual lore and backstory that is super tragic. I'm like, bet in a matter of time I'm gonna be eating that up. And what do you know? Here we are. He is so scrubbly. This one hits different. Let me tell you, I've had character obsessions before, but never before have they made me lose so much sleep, and never before have I embraced them so much that I've been drawing so much. I've been making so many animatics, and like, I want to show you some of the work in progresses that we got going on. So here's the deal. We're gonna go to the work in progress. What do we got going on in here? You guys get an exclusive look. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm working on this. Want to see this? Like, crunch. Eat the Spamton. Okay, I have a favorite character bingo going on. I have to add Spamton and Hades and Mushu. But otherwise, this is how it's going so far. So yeah, I'm gonna finish it eventually. This pretty much captures all my favorite interests and, of course, my favorite characters. Louise Beloved. Yes, I love Louise. She's so chaotic. Who's your favorite live action character? I don't know. Like, live action as in like as in like real, like, people who play characters, like a real show, like they're real. In that case, I've never thought about that. But the first thing that comes to mind is Frank from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's just funny. He's terrible, but he's funny. I love Always Sunny. Oh my god. But if that's not what you mean, then I don't know. Yeah, that's the list. Queen is so good. Queen is so good. I can't fathom not liking Queen. What's Pain? Oh, I think I What is this, actually? What's pain? I'm assuming this is gonna be spoilers. So, just so you know. The anticipation grows. What? Oh, it's taking forever, too. Just to be like that. No, I don't want to reopen. Can you just open the thing? It's being slow because Toontown's open. Oh my gosh, shut up. Oh god. Yeah, spoilers. I already posted this on my Tumblr, and I think I posted it on my DeviantArt. Oh, yeah, I did. This is what I mean. I was in the shower, and then I thought of this. I didn't even finish cleaning. I just leapt out of the shower, and I had to get this down. I had to get it done. I still need a shower. This was last night. I was in the shower. I thought of it, and I left. I leapt out of that shower, dried off, speed run. You've never seen someone do it so fast. So, if you know the context, this is... I'm so happy about this. Anyways, I don't need this file anymore because I don't need this anymore. I have the doodle itself. Okay. Here's a concept. A concept that I thought of today. Spamton as Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. The thing that made me think of it was the Addisons. If you know Lilo and Stitch, and you know that one scene where she puts all her friends that make fun of her in a jar, and just puts them all in a pickle jar? That takes so much effort. You have to, she had to craft those. What? Hold on. Huh? What? My parents were... I don't remember that. You don't remember that? I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now. Right now. We're all going to watch it together. You're all going to sit down and be good. Because I'm showing you this. I'm showing you my ideas. I'm telling everyone. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. This is why he's my highest. It's one of the reasons. Where is it? God. Pickle jar. Pickle jar. Give me the pickle jar scene. This is a good movie. I like this movie. My friends need to... The music in the background is still playing. I don't care about the ads. If anyone in Toontown just passes me and sees me fishing, they'll have no idea what is happening. This music is too loud. She puts him in a pickle jar and then shakes it around and then says, "My friends need to be punished." That's such a good scene. And so I recreated it. Oops, math wizard. I recreated it. So I remember this. Yeah, it fits for his character. It works. It works so well. And I was so happy. Emotions. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, that's something else. The chanting don't lie. I'll show you this one since I'm getting close to getting it done. I just had to figure out what else I want to do with it. Because what is going on? What the? Hold on. No. Move out of my way. I'm sorry. Alright, there's that. Okay. What is this? Oh. Huh. Okay, whatever. Files. I don't know. Imagine being a social worker and seeing a little girl practicing voodoo on her friends. I used to love that movie when I was like 5. Classic. Okay, so there's a line in BoJack Horseman that says, "That is taking everything in me not to laugh and wake everyone in my house up." Oh, keep going, soldier. So I only have the written, and this reminds me of that one SpongeBob scene. It's great. But I don't need context because it might be like spoilery. But yeah, crowds and he's famous and stuff. because lore. I just spoiled it. Well, it's fine. You don't know. You don't get it. It's fine. So this is gonna say the chanting don't lie, and it's a line from BoJack Horseman, and I actually want to take that scene and make an animatic of it. So that's nice. I wanted to also make something based on just the line itself. And also the colors. I'm trying something new with the colors where you do the red, white, black, because I think that's really neat. Anyways, so that's that. It's close to completion. Dude, like, look at how much in here. There's just one file named Baby Prostitute. That's actually also related because it works in the context. It's based on Mean Girls, okay? So we have this one that's called Spam Sisters Pasom Support Clue, Spam Waton, My Beloved, Spamville, Them, which is also related to Spamton. I don't know, man. Something Spamton. The chanting don't lie. Umbrella. Spamton is drawing. I meant to say Spamton is drowning. I also don't need that anymore. And Lilo Spamton supremacy. That is a great majority of those. The music in the background makes it so funny. Okay. Dude, these are all, besides this and this, these are all... Oh my god. Okay. If anybody knows Spamton and anybody knows Disney's Hades from their movie Hercules, think about Spamton, but he's Hades. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's brilliant. So I'm making some animatics of it. I've just been, every single idea that I have, I've been writing down, which is also different from my other obsession. So I finally have like a grasp of actually how many ideas I have. I have a feeling, just a hunch, that you like Spamton. I don't know, man. He's kind of overrated. He isn't. He is not. Oh, let's talk about that. You gave me a great idea, actually. Thank you. I hate when people just say that they hate things just because they're popular, especially when they don't even know what they are. I guarantee you, so many of the people saying, oh, I hate Undertale, never experienced it. I was one of them, and I hate that I was one of them. You don't even have to like it. And I hate that too. I hate that I always have to say, you don't have to like it, because I had to clarify that every time, because people don't get that. Wow, I'm really bad at this today. I'm throwing all my money down the drain. So, like, people don't get what I'm saying is that you shouldn't hate something just because it's popular. Like, that's no way to live. That's a miserable way to live. You're never going to make friends. I'm just going to be straight up honest. I'm kind of projecting. But, like, I can't imagine being that person and, like, having friends and being in a mentally good place. Because you've got to have some insecurity. Come on. There's no way you think like that and aren't insecure in some way. This is terrible. This is god-awful gameplay going on right here. Okay, that was not my fault. Come on. There you go. You can't even quite see it, but it's okay. Oh my lord, stop. But yeah, that's something that peeves me. I don't have any other notes here. Jesus, that guy's going 80 miles an hour. Here's something. I go to Disneyland in 2 weeks, and then the week after I graduate, and then we move back to my hometown, or near it, in the same state at least. So yeah, there's a lot happening in life. Some popular things are popular because they're fun, right? Like, there's a reason things get popular. There was no audio there. I would honestly play Deltarune right now, but the whole camera situation is too complicated. I should figure out OBS. That's cool that you're graduating. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully I do. It's, wow. I started YouTube when I started going on social media when I was only 10 years old. I was a little youngling. I should talk about Spamton. I should talk about how cool his character is. Okay, I have to talk about spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, the door is over there in the corner. It's a red X. So, I don't even know what to talk about. I meant to like take notes on it, but then I started this stream in such a hurry that I didn't have time to take notes. So I don't really know where to start. There's so much about him that I love. I can have my own interests, and I like stuff that's popular and for people to cringe on it. Yeah, like, I hate cringe culture. Why are people trying to make a comeback with that? That's not something you should miss. That's not something that you should want back. People associate that time with some good memories, so they want that time back. But no, that's not what you want back, dude. It's like, you absolutely have insecurities. Even if you go out, like, you can't possibly end up talking about your interests without at least feeling some kind of insecurity deep down. There's no way that happens. That does not happen. The only thing that's actually cringe is cringe culture. True. Hate cringe culture. It's, ugh. Anyways. Spamton. It would be fitting if I could, like, do his fight on stream right now or something. God, I don't even know. I don't know where to begin with this guy. Let's just talk about his lore, I guess. So I will say, for the record, that I don't 100% fully understand everything about Deltarune. No one does, because it's not fully out. We get it in chapters. We only have 2 chapters so far. So I just want to clear that up. But I will analyze everything to the best of my ability. Oh, here's something I want to talk about real quick. I hate when people get mad at others for looking too deep into something or talking too much or analyzing something too much. Leave this earth. Go to Mars, because no one wants you here. Oh my god, that's so annoying, especially with a Toby Fox game. Those were made to be analyzed to the moon and back. Yeah, to the moon and back, not Mars and back, because Mars is where you guys are. You wouldn't want any of that cringe in your life. But God, it's annoying. Like, let people look deep into things. I love it when people can, like, enjoy something and look super deep into it and, like, talk about it. Like, God, people and characters are analyzable and multidimensional. I know. Like, why are you pressed? It's not even bothering you. If you don't want to, like, read a super long passage someone said, you don't have to. No one's putting a gun to your head. And if they are, I don't know, if you're going to be like that, maybe just accept your fate, sis. That was mean. That was mean. But it's okay, because it's not actually happening to anyone, I hope. But yeah, wow. I don't mean it, okay? Let's move on. So yeah, that's annoying. Anyways, Spamton, let's see. I don't know, like, what happened to him again? Who's this character that I've been thinking about nonstop every single minute of my life again? So he started out as, like, a salesman. And, like, I mean, his name is literally Spamton. And he had these so-called super fake friends that are called the Addisons. I'll show you what they look like. They're so, like, not even. They're so ugly, sis. Like, at least, oh my god, like, let me just show you guys how, like, trashy. All right, let's talk about this. Look at these trash bags. Hold on, I don't want to make sure that this doesn't run out of time. Okay, so look at these ass hats. Ignore the middle one. That's Spamton. He's okay. Leave him alone. Everyone else sucks. They're so mean. They're so, like, toxic. Addison's, like, more like Addison Rae. They're so mean. Okay, so let me tell you about those super ugly, super, like, copy and paste looking ass. So basically, they were supposedly Spamton's friends, and they would go out and hang out. But POV, you're the short friend. That actually has some pretty sad undertones, some pretty sad lore there that I will talk about. So Spamton was, as they said, he was just like the rest of them, just a little unlucky. His sales were never big. They were all salesmen. They were like made to be salesmen. So it's not like they have any other choice or any other like self-worth in life or any other aspirations. That's just who they are. So because Spamton just wasn't successful in that department, and what I really like is they don't even like mention why he is that way. He was just like the rest of them, just a little unlucky. Why? For what reason? He just was, and that's not fair. It's so not fair. And I love that they don't even like explain that part of it. He just wasn't. That's just how life is sometimes. Life just isn't fair sometimes. Life just says screw you sometimes, and you're just not going to be like everyone else. You're not going to be what everyone else wants you to be, what everyone else expects you to be, because you're just made to. What? My game broke. What? I broke my game. Let's log back in, boys. Whoops. Please quit. There we go. All right, let's go back. I talked too much about the lore. I couldn't handle it. Got overstimulated and it just froze up. All right, we're going to get back in there. But I love that they just spammed on Brain Rot Breaks Toontown. That reminds me of one of my friends who was playing. They were playing Identity V during like a school class or something, and they crashed their entire classroom. I haven't forgotten it because it's so funny. I love your vids. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But yeah, we're talking about Spamton right now. So the game, I'm gonna just break BRB. So the game got too emotional because I haven't even analyzed that part yet. I haven't even mentioned that in my little friend circle yet. I haven't talked about how, like, just, it doesn't even explain why he is the way it is. There's no tragic backstory for that. It's just, he was like that for no explainable reason. People just didn't like him just because. He didn't make his sales just because. He wasn't like everyone else just because. And that's so it's just so sad. It's almost empty. Like, it feels like it shouldn't be that way. It feels wrong. Like, why? That's all you can ask is just why. And that's just that's a single line. We're in for a ride. So buckle up, all right? I mean, unless you're looking for, what? Oh, it's full. Okay, and then why'd it break? All right. Cool. My fish bucket gets full, so I had to keep going to sell it. There's a limit on it. Just clear that up. Anyways, I wonder how bizarre this game looks to outsiders who have never played it. Usually when I play games, I don't even give context. I just hop right into them. And they're games I'm so familiar with that I just don't even bother. But yeah, like Barnyard, that looks nuts to people who haven't played it before, and I don't blame them. That's a completely ridiculous game, and I love it. It's totally bonkers. There's a map called Dankweed Pond. I can't make that up. I've never played it, but it looks fun. Yeah, it's neat. Anyways, so Spamton. So that was literally just like the first line of his lore. So anyways, he went out with his friends, and he kept saying, like, one day one day he would make it big. One day he would be a big shot, which is like his main like catchphrase pretty much. And the name of his theme. Can we listen to the fire theme? Let's listen to the fire theme real quick. Let's do that. Let's do that, everybody. And there's like hidden dialogue in the music. There's hidden dialogue in the theme, and it's all muffled. And I'm gonna talk about that too. Oh no. We had to mute this. Come on, where's the stupid options when you need them? All right, everybody shout shh. It's gonna be loud, but. What have I done? I have a problem. And there it is. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Oh my god, the whole theme's so good. Go listen to it. All Rise for the Gamer Anthem. That is actually so funny that you said that in the context of the game, actually. Oh, Birdly, you're a creature. Okay, we're back. This is loud. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go, guys. Goodbye. Okay, man. Listen to it on your own. It's really good. The music broke. The music broke. All right, I guess we're not listening to the music. I'm breaking games with this. All right, anyways, so it's getting late where I live. All right, well, good night. Have sweet dreams and see ya. Have a good day. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so basically, aw. Oh no! I get excited and then I'd start getting distracted. Okay, so. So Spampton was God. That sentence is actually funny and it actually makes sense. So, anyways, everything's falling into place. You see? This is different. This is different. I'm gonna stay up because I want to. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I've been doing for a lot, actually. I stay up all the time. But especially this past week and the week before, maybe. So, I did not mean to be that outrageous with that sound. No, let's go to another dock. Maybe that'll give us better luck with the fish. I feel like maybe I keep thinking I've caught an ultra rare without even realizing it because I'm not really paying attention at all to what I'm catching. Like, when I used to do these fishing streams, I had like a little bit of self-awareness, but not really right now. Self-awareness, that's not self-awareness. Self-awareness of my attention span, maybe. Anyways, so... we were talking about, so he always said that he was going to make it big, that he was going to be famous one day, and he always aspired for that. And that's what set him apart from the others, really. He had aspirations and goals. The others didn't have that because they didn't have anything that they needed to strive for. They had everything handed to them because they were just more successful, I guess. So... like, that's all you can say, I guess. Like, I don't know why they were. They just were. People just didn't pay attention to Spampton. Assholes. So, anyways. What happened after that? Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, alright. Boys. So, here we go. Here's where we get into the... So, one day, Spampton gets a phone call. He always makes phone calls, you know, so they're trying to get business going. And he finds someone. Or you could say that this someone found him. And this someone is presumably Mike or Gaster. Mike is introduced in Deltarune, and Gaster's been here since Undertale days. I'm assuming it's Mike because of... lyrics that you can vaguely hear in his theme that explicitly states that it's Mike. So we're just going to go ahead and say that it's Mike. So, Mike is... Why is it always a Mike? It's always a Mike. And now we keep running into Mikes everywhere I go. My English 12 teacher spilled the tea about her ex-boyfriend who was super horrible, and his name was Mike. My mom had a boss who was horrible named Mike. He's everywhere I turn. Oh my god. Okay, so... What? No. Why'd I bounce? I did a little bounce. Mike slander. Yes. Good. Good. Every Mike deserves slander. Mike Wazowski. So... Oh no, don't you move. You moved. Why did you move? I don't know. I don't know if you have a place to be. So anyways, these fish like represent my attention span. They're just going all over the place. Sometimes they go fast, sometimes they just go really slow. This is actually a perfect analogy. Like I could use this to explain this to somebody. I just did. All right. Excuse me. We're back. So Spampton, we were talking about the phone call. So Michael, don't leave me here. Wait. Wait, what is that? What is that? Am I dumb? No, I know what that is. What is that? it gave me like, it confused me for a second. Oh, FNAF, yeah. Him too. That tripped me up for a second because of a line that I will talk about. So anyways, so this guy, presumably Mike, we don't even know what the guy looks like yet. He calls Spamton, and we don't even really know what happened, but he helped him become successful. He was so successful, he was finally a big shot, as you could say, and he got a room in like the Queen's mansion. I love Queen so much. She's so great. So he got a whole room in the Queen's mansion. He was famous. He was everybody's #1 rated salesman in 1997. So as he says. So, and he's really fixated on that year in particular too, because that was like his big shot era, you know? Those were his times. But anyways, so, oh boy. Father, why did you name me this? Now I'm getting slandered. Eliminate all the mics. Eliminate all of them. None of them are real. So, Spamton is all successful, and he's super epic and cool. And everything's going his way. Now let's talk about why these Addisons are so fake. So, when Spamton, and Spamton has talked about this with these so-called friends all the time, endlessly. He's talked about how he's gonna make it big and his aspirations, and like, and how one day he's gonna make it like all of them did. And when he finally gets what he wanted after all this time, they decide to get all jealous of his success instead of happy for him, and they all leave him. They stop going out with him. They abandon him. Great job, guys. Love it so much. His only friends that he really had. Love you guys. Oh, that angers me. That angers me so much. I swear to God. So they leave him, and he does not take it well. He could tell by the dialogue in the game. And I'm actually making an animatic, actually. It's with BoJack Horseman audio. I'm making a lot of animatic with BoJack Horseman audio because there's actually a lot of audio that can fit with a lot of situations. So I'm excited to share those with the world. But, oh my God. So yeah, they left him out of jealousy. And he was pretty much alone. They figured that he just didn't need them anymore because he was so popular. Even though he actively still tried to hang out with them. So he internalized pretty much that mindset. And that's why he constantly says now that he doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need friends. How he's always just trying to do things himself. Because he doesn't trust anyone, because he figures he doesn't need anyone, because he internalizes everything that everyone else has said about him. Like, he's nothing but just a salesman. He doesn't need anybody else's help. And we're gonna go more in depth with that, because remember, the only reason he became such a success in the first place is just because of whoever this Mike is that called him on the phone. And so Mike, here we go. One day, out of the blue random, out of nowhere, Mike just does not pick up the phone. He doesn't call back. He leaves him. He doesn't call him, and he stops helping him. And we are given no explanation for why, and that is so good. In a way, like, I don't know, the circumstances are a little weird in this case, but in a way, like, it kind of be neat to never get an explanation. Kind of like how we don't have an explanation for why Spamton was just unlucky and didn't get his sales off the ground. Because in a way, like, that's so real. Like, just not understanding why things turn out the way they do. Like, a lot of people who are abandoned or abused or something, like, they don't even understand why. None of us can understand why. Like, why does it have to happen that way? Why does it have to be like that? And sometimes you just never get an answer. You have to just move on from it and heal on your own. And it's unfair that way, that those people just get away with it. And that's exactly what happens here. We don't know why Mike left. We don't know why, he can't understand why the Addisons left him. And he doesn't understand, and, what else was it? He doesn't understand why he was just unlucky and didn't get the right sales. And yet he kept going, and he keeps going. That's one thing. Spamton is an incredibly motivated character. He is always just trying. Like, it doesn't matter if something is literally impossible. He will aspire for that thing. He's an incredibly motivated, like, intense individual. I love that. So, anyways, I'm back. Welcome back, Dolly. When Mike stops calling, he stops helping him with his sales, and it all goes down the drain, just in a flash, just because someone left for no explained reason. Can you fathom what that does to an individual? Oh my lord, when you think about it, it hurts, dude. Like, characters who have been abandoned always hurt me so much, dude. They hurt so much. Especially because a lot of the time, like, the problem is, like, they never know why. And sometimes we don't even get an explanation for it. Like here, we don't know why he left him. We might get an explanation later, but sometimes you never do. Just like how the characters never get an explanation. It puts you in their shoes. It makes you understand, like, they have no idea what, like, and a lot of time when people are abandoned, they assume it has to be something that they did wrong, right? Because if they don't know how, God, stop! Abandonment is so, like, damaging. It's so bad. Like, it does so much to somebody. So much more than you could even imagine unless you're in those shoes, which is why I love it when they put you in those shoes and they make you feel like those characters. Out of the blue, just one day, everything's going great, and then suddenly the one person you relied on leaves completely. No sign of why, no sign of where they are, no sign of what happened. Who else can there be to blame but yourself? And then all of a sudden, the sales go down the drain, everything goes wrong, he's no longer a success. He was never the big shot, it was Mike the whole time. He was never the successful one. It was just the guy on the phone. The mysterious stranger on the phone. It might not even be Mike. We don't know. But yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Spinel from Steven Universe is one of my favorite characters and one of my kins for that reason. Yup, same here. Oh, I should put her on my list. I gotta put her on my bingo. Thank you for reminding me. Appreciate it. She deserved such a better ending. Like, she should not have to stay with people that remind her of her abuser. That is not at all okay. Okay, you know what? Since you brought that up, I was actually making animatics of Spamton with Spinel audio. It works. It works. But I'm considering changing it because it might actually work for Jevil too. But plus, like, Jevil and Spinel are more like clown characters, so I don't know, whatever, we'll see. Why did they send her off? Whoops. Why did they send her off with the space dictators that literally raised her abuser? I know, like, I think abuser is a fair word to use there. Like, I don't like to throw it around a lot, but abandonment does so much to an individual. Doesn't matter if it's intentional or not. Like, it's messed up, man. Like, man, dude. Oh, it hurts so much. But yeah, out of the blue random, everything just goes completely wrong. He gets evicted from Queen's Mansion. All his friends already left him, so he lost everything in the blink of an eye for a reason he doesn't even know why. Can you imagine the anxiety that must plant in someone, the trust issues? Like, you can't trust anyone again because they could leave at any single moment. And then because how everything just went completely downhill immediately, and it was such whiplash for him, like, now it's like now it's like he associates abandonment with his entire life crumbling. Like, so that obviously does not help. So she was traumatized, but now she's just quirky. I know, like, it's so annoying. Like, they could have given her decent development, but they just went, lol, silly character. I know, like, even Spamton is just like, thing is, Spamton is like, he comes off as like a really goofy, dumb guy. And like, I would imagine him to like, he's chaotic. He's extremely chaotic. But a lot of that is like, I don't know, we'll get into that as we get in later, but god dang. No, come on. Whatever. So, anyways, everything lost in the blink of an eye. Can you fathom that? I am hurting. So, hi, Sim, hey, I'm talking about Spamton. Yes, let's go. You play Deltarune, you know this, you're here, you are here, man. All right, here we go. So I was just talking about how presumably Mike abandoned him over the phone, and he lost absolutely everything. So now he's just living at the bottom of a dumpster. He's literally just living, he's a trash man. I'm a total trash mammal. Hey, that works. What do you know? My kins tend to, like, intertwine sometimes. And I love that. Yes, Spamton. No, for real, it was so dumb. Wait, are we talking about Spinel? That makes no sense. Yeah, for real. I was wondering what that message was referring to. Now I know. But yeah, Spinel. I almost want to write like a better ending for her, but I won't because I don't know the Steven Universe, and I don't feel like watching the show because I tried and I can't really stand it. No offense to anybody who likes it, but a lot of the writing could definitely be done better, especially since it's tackling such issues like abandonment. Anyways, something that does that a lot better is Deltarune. Let's go. Because the thing that's so I can't tell you how it's actually can be really great writing when they don't even explain certain things to you. Because like I said, I want to say this again because Sim is here now. Like the fact that we don't even know why he wasn't successful in the first place, and the fact that we don't really know why Mike left him and why everything just came crashing down and how it's just unfair. It's just like he doesn't know why either, and it puts you in his shoes. It puts you in the character's shoes. Like, why did that have to happen? Why me? What did I do to deserve it? What there's no real reason for it. Like there might be, but when it's not explained to you deliberately, it's like, oh, where was I going with that? I explained it better earlier. Dang it. But like, you know what I'm saying. Especially because a lot of you were here when I already said that. But it's so cool when like some things just aren't explained because the character doesn't know why either. And it's like, it puts you in their shoes. It makes you feel for them. It really makes you connect to them as a character. And it's so cool. And even if we never get an explanation for these little parts, I don't consider that really a bad thing. Considering the context, though, I think we do need an explanation of what happened to Mike and why he left. But like, even just he was just unlucky and his sales didn't hit people and people didn't like him just because. If that never gets explained, honestly, I want it to stay that way. Because that really does just happen sometimes where people just don't like you. Where people just don't pay attention to you, where you are just unlucky, I guess, because I guess the universe just doesn't like you, you know? And some people might take that as like we don't even get like a real explanation, like it doesn't make any sense. Yo, this person got a devil ray, let's go! Right? Yes! I don't even know if you can see what they're saying, but this person's fishing with me and they just got a devil ray, let's go, good for them. Okay, that was a nice little moment. We have nice little moments like that on these fishing streams.
Hey,
what? Oh, okay.
Hey, you got a couple TV dinners. I don't know what you're going to eat. Make sure you eat, okay?
Okay. Move, please. All right, it's time to quiet down. The night is setting in, but that is okay. I will talk to you guys still. I will continue. So, here's the deal. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about like the whole abandonment thing and like how it puts you in their shoes. It's so good that way because like you don't even like some things really just aren't explained. Like I'm probably gonna die like I probably will get an explanation, but like still at this point I can't understand certain things. I can't understand why things are a certain way or why certain people did certain things. I can't fathom it. I just don't get it sometimes, you know? And like that just happens sometimes to people. Things just happen because they do. Life just isn't fair sometimes. So I like it sometimes when explanations aren't really given, you know? Things don't always have to be spoon fed and explained and explicit and clear. Sometimes things can be up for interpretation. And I love that too because then it leaves room for theories and interpretations and analysis. Yeah. Like it's so good. Love it. I love Toby Fox. Toby Fox is so good. He's been like such a huge inspiration for me lately too. Like, it makes me so happy. It's so great. Thank you, Toby Fox, for all your work, man. Everything that you've contributed. It's so good. You will live on. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of him, man. He's done so much for so many people, including myself. It's so great. Well, Allison talks about Spamton ASMR. Let me read this playlist, everybody. Steven Universe stole at least half of my lifespan. All the characters need rewrites or the script. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool if that were the case. Sometimes bad things happen to you, and it's not always at the fault of you. It'd be cool if they explored that. Yes, like things aren't always your fault. It's not Spamton's fault that his friends left, that Mike left, that he didn't. I assume it wasn't his fault. That because they said he was just like the rest of them. He was just unlucky. Like, oh, that line just hurts now. He was just like the rest of us. No, he wasn't. Don't erase the fact that he was struggling so much. Screw you, Addison. That was what one of the Addisons said. They said he was just like the rest of us. No, he wasn't. He was better than all of you. You guys are all fake. You guys suck. Y'all over here mourning his death like you didn't do anything. Like you didn't abandon him and never talk to him again, even when he completely fell. You guys knew that he completely collapsed and you never talked to him. 20 years, you didn't call me. If you know, you know. And now you know the animatic idea that I have. There you go. There's my gift to you. Sim will know. Sim will know. But yeah. Oh my god, they never even made an effort to talk to him again. Even when they knew that he fell from grace, they never talked to him. They never made any actually, one of them did. The blue one, you know what? The blue one can be forgiven. All right, okay? The blue one actually did it. It works so well. It does. Manifest, please. Like, manifest in, like, he doesn't have to forgive them. Manifest just the idea in general that, like, you don't have to forgive people who hurt you. You don't owe anyone forgiveness. Like, if someone, like, they completely left him. Like, I don't think they're just straight bad people. That's not their character. But I do think that they should be held accountable for their actions. And, like, I guess in the end they regretted it or whatever, but like, girl, come on. Why are you out here like mourning him when you literally abandoned him? I made it, you know what? Let me show you the doodle that I made. Where's the doodle? Oh, Sim, you've seen Lilo and Stitch, right? And you know the scene where Lilo puts all her friends in a pickle jar? Because I have someone to show you. Oh, absolutely. Not forgiving people for hurting you, especially in such an intense way like that. It's warranted. You don't have to forgive anyone. I know. You get me. I just clapped incredibly loud. I need to relax, but it's hard. Where is it? Yes. Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this real quick. Simon. Okay, so I started with this. This is canon. This happened in the game. This is actually a cutscene in the game, guys. Forgot to mention, I was just like redrawing a cutscene in the game. So he does voodoo with all the Addisons, all his ex-friends, and he puts them in the pickle jar. Queen. Queen's the social agent. I am so happy with this idea. I'm so happy with it. That's the thing. I've just been embracing it all. I've just been embracing it all completely. Oh, where's the doodle? Where's the doodle? Where's the doodle? There it is. It's in here. Here it is. So here's the doodle. It works. Why is it so accurate? It is. So here's one of the stupid Addison. This is fake friends. He's like, I can't believe this happened. This is so sad. Even though he literally abandoned him and he I can't. Anyway, he's in the back like, cut the cameras, dead ass. Cut the cameras, dead ass Brampton. Whoops, why am I here? Whoops, there you go. I didn't mean to do this. I don't think I shared anything personal. All I saw was a picture of a bunch of bowls stacked on top of each other. Okay, let's continue. So, yeah, manifest in not forgiving the Addisons because he doesn't have to forgive them. I don't think there's a problem if he did, but they hurt him and they are mean. I don't like them. I just don't like them as people. But I think they obviously regretted it in the end. But like, no, actually, you know what? They regretted it clearly, but they don't really. They can't fathom what they did wrong. They can't fathom what they did because what they said was like, well, he didn't need us anymore, did he? Because he was a big shot. He was successful. He doesn't need us. And they said that in like such a way that it seems like, well, like that's my thought. Like they were saying it in such a way like that's my thought process. Still, back then and still. Like, you still think he didn't need you? Even when he completely collapsed and fell from glory and no one liked him anymore and he had no friends, no one around him, and everybody left him, and he had no fans, and Mike, the only person who was helping him, who he relied on, abandoned him, and he completely collapsed. Like, none of it was him. It was all Mike. Now, anyways, so what happens after this? Okay, this is the part where I guess I get a little rocky and like a little confused. They still rationalized it. Even if they regretted it, they rationalized it. That right there, they tried to justify what they did. It's not okay. You're making me want to work on this BoJack animatic now. I might just do it. I might just go nuts and do it. Oh man, I'm making so many animatics. I'm so happy. Even if I don't finish things, like I have stuff to show for it. You know, because I'm actually starting them at least, and I have been getting better at feeling good about just starting things and just doing even the bare minimum, because it's still something, you know. And even if that's all I can do, that's all I can do, and you know that's I'm still doing my best, so I'm glad. Anyways, so this is the part where I get a little confused. So Mike is also presumably the guy who basically Spamton, if you look at his design, he's a puppet. He's like designed after a puppet. He used to just be like an Addison like the rest of them. Like he wasn't always controlled. But now he's like being controlled by a puppet. And you'll notice in his speech patterns, the way he talks, he's like constantly trying to tell people something. He's constantly trying to like get help and get free from these strings, but he gets censored. Also, I just want to point out that he canonically like swears all the time, but he keeps getting censored for it. Like, I don't even mean like goddamn and hell. He doesn't get censored for those. I mean real words. And I enjoy that very much. I enjoy that fact. Please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Love it. So anyways, I guess like when Mike called him over the phone, that's when he took control of him. And that's when it's almost like we don't know everything about Mike yet. We hardly know anything about Mike. But as far as theorizing go, I guess like he used Spamton for success. Spamton was just like his puppet so that he could use it for success in a way, you know, in some way. It's odd. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. And the reason he abandoned him, I have no idea. I don't know. No one knows. We don't know that yet. That hasn't been explained at all. But anyways, Mike is basically controlling him all the time, controlling what he says to people, censoring him, whenever he tries to get freedom and tell people, like when you meet him in game as, well, you're not Chris. Chris is their own person, but when Chris meets them in game, Spamton seems to recognize that Chris is also a puppet being controlled by an outside entity, which is you, the player. God, this game is so good. It's such good writing. Anyway, so he seems to recognize that immediately, and he uses Chris. Let's talk about this. He uses Chris for their for help. Spamton basically, like, there is a machine. I still don't know the full lore of this machine or how it exists or whatever, so I'll have to look into that a bit more. But there's a machine in the Queen's basement, the Queen's mansion where Spamton used to live. And there's a basement, there's a machine, and at some point, like, Spamton wants to be free. Oh my god. Dude, let's go. Wow. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's good to see you again. This is an ultra rare. We just got an ultra rare. It's not a new one, but oh my god, that's an accomplishment. Oh, and I love them too. I love the Devil Rays. Wow. I'm really happy. The Ray, yeah. We got him again. Oh, that makes me happy. You know what? We've done something today, even if I didn't get a new fish. That's great. I'm happy about that. All right. Anyway, so I don't know what I was talking about. Oops. So, Spamton, some about abandonment, something about being censored. So he's a puppet. There's a machine, and there's a machine, and Spamton wants the machine. This is reminding me of animatic ideas. Can I ask you guys something? By Snapcube, I need to ask you this, and I need to know. If you have not, and let me say this, it's not about, you do not need to be in the Sonic fandom for them. They're not serious. They are absolutely brilliant. And if you haven't watched them, please find time to. You will not regret it. It's so good. I think about them endlessly. They are a life changer. They're so funny. I think I've watched part 1 of it. There's several actually. There's I thought I saw something floating in the air. I need to sit down and finish it. It's so funny. Oh my god. And I'm making animatics of it with Undertale and Deltarune characters. And mostly Deltarune actually. It mainly started when I was like, Eggman. Oh my god, Eggman is the star of the show. Alfred is so funny. I've seen clips because of TikToks and stuff. It's so funny. You fool! I have 70 alternative accounts. So I've been trying to work on Spamton as Eggman, and it is actually it works brilliantly, actually. None of my other, like, characters or ideas fit as well, so now I absolutely am committed, and I have to. It's so funny. Oh my god. I've already seen, like, at least 5 things, like 5 animatics and stuff, and animations, where people have animated Spamton as Alfred Eggman, and it is absolutely brilliant. I'm glad that the fandom can collectively agree on that. So thank you guys for your contributions. So that just made me think of it for some reason. I've seen a few. They're so funny. Yeah. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh, it's my arm. Now that I think about it, I cannot pinpoint a favorite moment from those. Maybe I should. I can't think of one. I am Sans Undertale going to my eyes. It's gotta be one of my... I guess I'd have to say The Piss on the Moon because it's such a classic. It's it's so good. I guess I just had to say that's my favorite, man, because like, God, man. Although I think a very underrated part is at the end of the Sonic Adventure 2 battle, the Dark Side, the one where Eggman pisses on the moon, his absolute breakdown at the end is really underrated. Just an absolute meltdown. I'm so sick. My body is doing things, that thing. And you over there, shut up. And you take off my pants. And he just, the way Tails just genuinely goes, Eggman, you need to calm down. It's so good. And I know who your mother is. That's a really underrated part of it. It's so good. Please go watch it. God, it's so good. Just Snapcube, Sonic fandub. Watch whichever one you like. They're so good. It broke again. Please help. Wait. Oh, I did it. I just had to press escape. Okay. All right. We were talking about Spamton. Why are we talking about Eggman? Why are we... I am the police. I'm calling the police. 911. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. I'll be back. Spamton is Eggman. It works so well. I'm also like, I've noticed this about myself, and this is something that I actually really like about myself, that I'm proud of. I can take like any audio and twist it into like such an accurate like if it pertains to my interests, like I could take any audio in the world and apply it to Spamton somehow, and it would work excellently. Like, it didn't even have to fit. I could twist it in such a way and manipulate it in such a way. Not, like, do anything with the audio, but just, like, my brain's interpretation of it. Since, like, I have constant brain rot of him, I think of him every single second, and every video and everything reminds me of him, so I find ways to, like, interpret things differently, you know? And I actually like that, because I think I can be really creative with it. Anyways, so now that that's out of the way, we were talking about Spamton, we were talking about Mike, we were talking about something. We were talking about, what was it? So, okay, he becomes a puppet. Since I'm a little confused on that part, I won't talk about it much, but he's a puppet, basically. He gets censored, we were talking about the machine. Okay, so because he's a puppet, he hates it. He hates being under the control of someone else. Because he's internalized that thought that, like, he has to do everything himself. And, because everyone left him because they just figured he didn't need them anymore. So he has those abandonment issues, not just from Mike not calling, the stranger not calling over the phone all of a sudden. That was obviously like the stick that broke the camel's back that completely corrupted him. But the big thing is, or not the big thing, no, I literally just said what the big thing is. But another thing is how the Addisons left him. That also contributed greatly. With so many people leaving at once and your whole life come crashing down, like, how can you even process that? And the sad thing is, again, like, he can't even understand any of it. He can't understand why people left him. Like, why did so many people leave him? It has to do with him, right? Which is why he believes he has to do everything himself. The only reason he reaches out to Chris is because he's so desperate. And also because he can use Chris. The entire time, he's using Chris, really. Which is why he tries to get his, as he calls it, heart-shaped object. He wants, or their heart-shaped object, my apologies. That's why he wants their soul for himself, so that he can have that freedom. And that's why in, like, the battle in the past history, when you fight him, He's fighting you because he wants your soul, or he wants Chris's soul. I'm messing up. I'm losing my groove that I had earlier. But yeah, man, it's phenomenal writing on Toby's part. I'm so glad that he's the popular character. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. Let's see, what else is there? So he is using Chris the entire time, right? It's not until the end when Chris spares him that he realizes that, like, there's good in people. And people will do good for him. And here's the gut puncher. So, like, throughout the fight, Chris is basically, like, breaking his strings. The strings that that are controlling him. And as Chris slowly breaks down these strings, once it's down to the final string, Spamton stops for a second. He's like, and he realizes, like, he doesn't need Chris's soul. Chris, because Chris isn't, like, using him. They're not gonna, like, they're not gonna leave him and abandon him and, like, treat him like everyone else did. They're genuinely trying to help him be free. And that's when he gets happy, he gets excited that, like, someone actually wanted to help him, that someone was actually there to support him and break his strings and whatnot. So I'm kind of going in a more rambly thing, but once Chris breaks the Spamton gets super excited, and that's what makes me so sad. I hate it. It hurts so much because I can connect so much with that when characters get super excited about something only to just be, like, shut down by someone or something. So he gets super excited about freedom and finally, like, he can be a big shot, as he says it. And then when Chris breaks the last string, it takes a second, and then he just falls to his death. He can't exist without the strings because he's nothing but a puppet. And oh my god, this is, in the game itself, it's so bone chilling. Like, it just, that's another thing. Like, it was that, here we go, I'm on a roll again. Because everything was going so well. Everything was perfect. Everything was going his way. And then all of a sudden, you just snap. And then in a flash, everything goes wrong. That's what happened when he was in his big shot era, when he was famous. And then now, when he's excited about freedom, and then he just dies right there. Well, okay, is he dead? Like, that's a thing. I'm also confused about that because, like, he dies, but, like, he becomes like an item in your inventory. So I don't know. He's, like, kind of dead, but he's kind of not. But anyway, regardless, that scene is absolutely heartbreaking because afterward, you can. Oh God. He's like, I never finished talking about the machine, did I? I did not. I should probably mention that the entire, like, final fight with Spamton is done while he's in this machine. And he went for the machine because whatever, we're too far past it. Whatever, that part's not even important. Basically, in the sorry, I just confused everyone, but you just play the game or watch it online. It's so good. And he's so great, and he's so perfect and amazing and great, and I love him so much, and he's amazing and great and awesome and cool and super epic. Did you die? Sadly, yes, but I lived. Oh, yeah. That's from Ice Age 3. I actually really liked Ice Age 3 when I was younger. I should watch it again because I really want to. Like, I hold that movie close to my heart. That was my favorite Ice Age movie, and I loved it so much. It was pretty much the only one I watched, actually. I didn't think much of Ice Age at a young age. Oh, a young age. Ice Age. Age. Anyways. So, when Spamton's strings get broken and he has like a final little dialogue, you see the real him. Like there's no censoring here. And I don't know the exact lines because I'm stupid. But, well, I'm not stupid. I just don't have good memory. There you go. A little bit of validation, a little bit of, no, you're not stupid. That's a little nice every once in a while. But he basically says, I guess I couldn't be anything more than just a puppet. Oh, no, I think I do remember his dialogue exactly, actually. He was like, it looks like I couldn't be anything more than just a puppet. But you three, there's 3 of you, by the way. It's a whole thing. You 3, you guys are strong. Let me become your strength. And then he becomes an item in your inventory. So, he's, it hurts. It hurts so much. It hurts so much. And, oh my god, that's so good. I never talked about that. Like, he's willing to become someone else's strength even if he couldn't be his own. And it's like a redemption arc for him because, like, he spent all his time not trusting anybody. And I also want to point that out. After being abandoned by so many people, especially Mike, that's the big thing. And, like, having trust issues for so long and using Chris that whole time for their soul. And then Chris helps him out anyways. And he begins to trust people again. He immediately, like, gets so attached to Chris and their friends, which is realistic in like people who don't trust anyone. Then they finally find someone that they can trust, and they attach themselves so like intensely. Kind of like Spinel, actually, like what she did with Steven. I'm so sorry, Spinel. You deserved better. You deserve so much better. Okay, come on, we'll take care of you. We won't leave you, Spinel. Come on, everybody band together. We're all caretakers of Spinel now. But yeah, oh, she deserves so much better. That's so angry. Anyways, so yeah, Spamton, like there's a whole happy theme that plays in everything, and like the background of the fight changes, and he's super happy, and then it just ends, and he just, oh god. Anyways, he says, "Let me become your strength." He finally like accepts that he can't be anything more than what he is, just a puppet. But if he can't do that for himself, maybe Undertale quote time. Maybe you can save someone else. Man. Looks like you can't save your game at all, but maybe with the little strength that you have, you can save something else. Man. That, and then you save all your friends. Dude, I didn't even notice that. Let's go. Look at me being an analyzer. And like, the thing is, like, a lot of the things I've said on the stream are actually like new things that I didn't analyze before, or like things that I didn't exactly touch on as in depth. So that's really nice. I think that's great. That a lot of these things I'm saying for the first time, but I still feel confident in them. So yeah, Spamton is absolutely tragic, and my heart aches for him. There are a lot of parts of his backstory that I didn't mention. There's a lot about him that I didn't mention, but yeah, I mean yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna fill up this bucket, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream. 90 minutes of talking about Spamton, boys. We did it. It wasn't the whole stream, but it was definitely at least an hour. I haven't even talked about Spamville yet. Oh boy. Wait for me to rant about how people interpret ships and whatnot. People are so serious about them. Like, I get, like, I'm no pro ship, or I think some ships are absolutely disgusting and vile and wrong, like morally wrong, and they shouldn't be okay for any reason, like pedophilia and incest. But, like, people are so serious when, like, you just like the dynamic between a couple characters and think they would work together. Like, why are y'all so pressed about it, man? Why are you guys so mean? Stop being so mean. People are just so judgmental. And, like, people, like, are always, like, shippers. Like, they throw them into some category. Like, they need to be tamed or something. Like, they don't belong. Like, it's so weird. It's so gross, man. Why do you have to do that? That's not cool. How have my plants stayed alive? I have not watered them. Maybe that's an update. That's actually really helpful because I wish my things wouldn't die. I need my plants to be alive. Well, this ship would be toxic because just say you have an OTP, to be honest. Yeah, you don't have to ship anything. No one's forcing you to. I feel like a lot of people, when they say, like, people are forcing things onto them, it's just those people are excited about something and, like, talk about it a lot, and they take that so offensively, so personally. Like, they talk about it all the time. Like, okay, grow up, I guess. Like, that's your problem, girl. Sounds like a you problem. Maybe be a better friend. Be there for people when they want to talk about their interest. Oh, what did I just do there? Let's do that again. Hold on. But yeah, they patched all the glitches in this game. There used to be so many glitches. I didn't really understand what glitches were back then when I was young. Like, I didn't get what they were. Aw, you slide out. It was so easy back in the day to just jump into one of these and, oh. Well. Okay. Alright, never mind. You know what? I'm ending. Goodbye. Oh no, you just joined. Oh, we're about to end it. I'm so sorry. Well, you missed about an hour of me talking about Spamton and why he's the best character in the world, but I don't know. Now you don't get spoiled. There's a plus.